Ladies and gentlemen, I am here. Um, I am once again going to talk about what I've been talking about lately. You know what? But I promise I will talk about some other stuff. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we can. Oh, man, almost every time I film, I get this problem. Cannot believe it. Am I still on? Am I still okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why that happens. But anyways, as long as I don't lose signal, I'm fine. I'll fix it, whatever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am back with what you know what. I promise I will talk about some other stuff, but let's just finish this. It's almost over. I promise. I know maybe some of you guys want me to talk about some other stuff. I will talk about some stuff. I will talk about some other, but right now. I just want to finish this. I promise I will talk about some other stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so let's look at what happened today. Um, Dion Waiters is staying in Miami for what is it, 5 years, $52 million. So he will be staying in Miami. I think he's a good player. I just think he really never had the chance to really show what he can do. But I think Dion Waiters is a good player. He just has never had the really chance. He was young Cleveland before. He was there in Cleveland before, and then but a very young player. And then the last few years he was in with Oklahoma City. But you can really never show what you can really do in Oklahoma City because that's when um, Durant and Westbrook were there. So it's hard for him to show when you have Durant and players like that. Now, I mean, last year he was in Miami, and now he's staying in Miami. I think he will have. I think this guy can do something in this league. I just think he needs to continue to get better as the years go on. But I think that's a nice. I think Miami, they got a very good plan. I think they'll eventually get back on track. Last year they almost made the playoffs with Spoelstra. Spoelstra has shown he's a very good coach. So I mean, you got some players there. You need a star. You try to get Hayward, but you weren't able to. You ended up going to the Celtics. But I mean, that team, I think, with the way the East is right now, I think that team has a chance to do something here soon. Um, Maybe not this year, but in a few years, or I don't know when. But I have a feeling that team's going to be back, and one of the best teams in the league here very soon because that's how they've been for a long time. Ever since the Wayne Wade and Shaq um, were together in Miami. Ever since they've really always been there. So I think I think soon they will be back where they belong, and that is on the top of the league. But like I said, Dion Waiters, a lot of people don't really think he's a good player. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's like a star, like a LeBron or Leonard, something like that. But I think he can do something in this league. Maybe be a second or third player on a team. But yeah, I think Miami, if they can get a star, they can do something, especially with the way the East is right now. But ladies and gentlemen, what else happened today? Um, Nick Young, who's been in the Lakers for the last few years, is now going to join Durant and all them boys and the Warriors. He is going to the Warriors. Nick Young, he's only taking like $5 million. Obviously, you can't take a lot of money there with the way when you got a guy like Steph Curry making $200 million, and then you got both Draymond Green and Klay Thompson also making a lot of money. You're gonna have to take like this money. You already saw Kevin Durant only taking what was it, $25 million this year. So if Kevin Durant's only gonna take $25 million for this year, if you want to play in that team, you have to get a. So Nick Young, I believe, was a 1 year, $5 million contract. He's probably, but he's a nice guy. I think that's if something they miss is the second string team. They have to make it a little bit better. Obviously, you got Iguodala and David West, Sean Livingston. You got some nice pieces with those guys, but I think they just got better by adding a guy like Nick Young to that bench. A lot of people don't know Nick Young because he's been with the Lakers, but he's been with the Lakers the last few years when they've been very bad. Nick Young's a very good player. A lot of people might not know who he is because, like I said, he spent the last few years with the Lakers, and the Lakers have not been that great. So a lot of people have not been paying attention to the Lakers. But this guy, you may say, was probably the best player the Lakers had it in these last 2 years that they've been bad. He was probably the best player they had, and now he's with the Warriors. Obviously, he has to take less money, like I said, because when you got Durant taking less money, everybody better take less money. Also, David West, he's only making like $2 million this year. Iguodala actually got paid pretty good, but obviously that guy, yes, he's probably their best second string player, and he was the MVP when they won the first championship. So he's kind of an important part of that team. So that's actually the reason why Durant took less money, so they could get Iguodala back on the team. But yes, everybody else, like I said, has to take less money. But yes, what else? Last thing I'm going to talk about tonight before I go off the air tonight on the C show is, so yesterday, Hayward obviously said he went to the Celtics. So today they are talking that the Celtics are looking to trade some players because they need to clean some money up so they can sign Hayward. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? They're talking about trading guys like Avery Bradley and Marcus Smart. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I don't understand what the hell this team is doing. So you get Gordon Hayward with Isaiah Thomas, but now you may lose a guy like like Marcus Smart, Avery Bradley. I don't understand what the hell this team's doing. Apparently I believe they're offering Gordon Hayward, what is it, $125 million? I don't know why they're having trouble. I don't know why they cannot afford it. And not like Isaiah Thomas is making a lot of money. I don't understand why you cannot afford Gordon Hayward. Yes, $125 million is a lot of money, but for a team, the way the league is right now, everybody just keep giving out money. I don't know why it's so much of a problem that you have to trade guys like Avery Bradley and Marcus Smart to get this done. I really don't get it. I don't really understand this. But apparently they're trying to look at trades for these guys, moving them so they can clean up enough money to sign Hayward to that $125 million contract. I really don't get it. That was probably one of the those are probably your best two defensive players, and that's what you're known for. And what would you trade them? Why? I don't really get it. That's like if Houston, when they get Chris Paul, they would trade James Harden or Ryan Anderson, their best two shooters. Like, why would you do that? I don't get it. The way the league is right now, how do you not have, like I said, Isaiah Thomas, he's your star player. He does not really make a lot of money. And then everybody else does not really make a lot of money either. You should be able to afford this contract to $125 million, which I don't know if he even, I don't know. I haven't seen Gordon Hayward play that much. Like I said, he was in Utah, so I don't really watch them. But still, you cannot afford $125 million when nobody else is really making a lot of money. I don't really understand this. But we'll see what happens. But I don't really understand why you have to move these guys. Guys who are your best defensive players, and that is what you're known for playing defense. What would you trade those guys? Like I said, it's just like Houston gets Chris Paul, and then they traded James Harden or Ryan Anderson, their two best shooters. Why would you do that? I don't get it. And I don't understand how you cannot afford to sign them when the entire league has all this money now. I don't understand it. I think it's something more than the Gordon Hayward contract, because with the way the league is right now, you should be able to, like I said, your best player is Isaiah Thomas, and he's not really making a lot of money. Neither is everybody else. You should be able to sign Gordon Hayward without having to get rid of anybody else. So you add a player, but then you may trade 2 or 3 away. You're not getting better if you really think about it, because first of all, the guys who were there the last few years and have gotten better, Now you're taking them away and you're adding a new guy, a good player. But now, like I don't understand what you would do this. I don't think you need to do this. I don't understand this at all. Why would you trade these guys? They're not making a lot of money. The way that the league is right now, you should be able to pay $125 million for one player. If it was 2, 3, okay. Like, you know, but just one player, you should be able to afford it. Isaiah Thomas does not make a lot of money. I really don't get this right here by Danny Ainge and this team. I've had one to trade these guys. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, what else can I say? I don't know what else to say. I thank you too. I thank you guys for joining me tonight on the C Show. I'm gonna finish out this NBA free agency, and then I promise I'll move on to some other things. But for now, as long as there's there's things to talk about, I will continue to make these videos. When I see that there's nothing to talk about, then I will move on. Right now, I was thinking of doing something else, but then I was reading. Some stuff actually happened today, so I'm like, I'm gonna do this video again. But I know I've done NBA free agency for the longest time now. I apologize. Let me just finish, and then I'll get to something else. I promise, okay? I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, what else can I say but thank you? And that's what I have to say for tonight.